Hello everyone and welcome back to Susa Plays, where we're going to play another GeoGuessr challenge. 5 minutes, the seed, which will be in the video description, so just copy that into your browser and start playing. And then when you're done, you can come back and watch me play. And we can compare our decisions and you can compare your score to mine. If you like. Or if you just like to see me play, then here we go. I'm starting the challenge. Well, the first one is grayed out. Well, in that case, if we get that on the first one, why don't we just start a new challenge, right? So, I will click over here, and then we will start another challenge. 5 minutes. And this is our seed. For those of you who entered the first one, let me just paste that over that one. There we are. This is our seed. This is what you should be typing. Hopefully the one in the video description will be the correct one. Hopefully no one typed the one that they saw in the video, because then they will be playing the wrong seed. And they will have a bad, nasty surprise when they come back. So, I see snow, I see these pine trees. And I'm thinking we might be in Scandinavia. Also these poles that show where the edge of the road is, so you know on the night where to drive. We have those in Sweden. I'm going south, driving on the right. That's good. Let's see if I can see anything on this guy. www.something.fi. So we're actually in Finland then. That's fine. I'm not mad. Finland works for me. Especially since they usually have lots of road signs with locations and destinations. Let's head south for a while, past small tool sheds or whatever. We have some houses, small roads that I probably wouldn't be able to find on the map, even if I stopped to look at the signs to see what they were called. More trees. There's more houses, red houses with white trimming. Also a good sign you're in Scandinavia, unless you can tell by the trees and snow. So anyway, any day now we will have a get to a major road where they will have a distant marker that will tell us how far we are from major Finnish cities, and I will recognize those cities and we'll be able to figure out where we are. Apparently for 4 kilometers we have to watch out for moose. So it would be pretty cool if we saw a moose on the Google footage here. But I don't think it would tell us much about where we are on the map. Okay. Not getting very much here. Moving along as quickly as I can. So now we will be far south of where we actually started. So let's keep that in mind if we do find anything. It's not looking very promising, I will admit. I haven't seen any road markers yet, but we haven't seen any crossroads. Usually all the road signs are near crossroads because you tell the people who have turned onto this road what road you're on. Since there hasn't been any crossroads, then it's likely that you haven't forgotten what road you're on. So there's really no need for more road signs. The problem is they didn't plan for people coming here via Google Maps and not knowing where they are. In the future, when GeoGuessr is the primary method of traveling, then there will be road signs everywhere. Okay, more red houses, white trim. And some houses that are yellow with white trim and blue with white trim because they repainted them so every house wouldn't look the same. Okay, well, we're down to 50 seconds, so I'm going to put down the marker in Finland, maybe here. That's just a guess, so 80 kilometers, bit of a twist in the road. I think we're in Finland. The only thing we have to go on is that web address on the car. I mean, he could have been from Finland and driving in Sweden, but that'd be unlucky, wouldn't it? We saw a Danish car in Russia once, so that didn't help. Alright. Well, we were further north. I should probably have guessed further north based on the snow, but the snow is never a good guess, really. So we were on this road, the 8250, and I suppose we were headed this way, down here. Maybe we could have gotten down to here and seen some signs. There's really no large cities nearby, though. Oulu, maybe we could have seen signs to watch, and I would have been able to find that. But we got Finland right, 43,000 points. I wish. Only 4,300. So, are we still in the same location? I'm not sure. But you can actually see some differences. These are birch trees and pine. No, not pine. Spruce? I'm not sure. Also, this is Norwegian and not Finnish, which those of you familiar with the language can see. Which is strange, because I don't see mountains very close. But you can also look at these ones. The red and white ones are Norway and Denmark. And the yellow and black ones are Sweden. Yellow and red, I suppose. Anyway, where in Norway are we? Let's head towards Hernes. That seems like the biggest place on that pole. Hernes. 60. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Not that many mountains, huh? More snow, though. So, well, there are mountains almost everywhere in Norway, except for this little part here. So since we don't see any mountains, I'm going to put us down right here. There are actually mountains here as well, but maybe you could find Hernes. I know that there are some Näses over here. Rörbäcksnäs is in Sweden. Well, it's too small to find. It's probably something in like this size here. But berget, that's funny. That means mountain or something like that. Alright, well, that's just an initial guess. It could be further north, actually. But I've seen this much snow in this part of Norway. I've seen more snow than this in this part of Norway as well. Maybe not lately. There's actually cross-country skiing going on here. There are ski tracks. So this is pretty close to Lillehammer, where they had the Winter Olympics. Those of you who remember, in the 90s. Right. Of course, you were in Norway, so you would expect to be seeing cross-country skiing opportunities almost everywhere. They are the world's leading country in cross-country skiing, after all. It's with a heavy heart I tell you this, because I'm from Sweden and we're rivals on the cross-country scene. Horndalen. Alright. I would like to find some place with a better, maybe the road number. They're usually quite easy to find. 660. No, that was the glitch in the Google camera. It's the worst. Oh look, this guy has a red house, but he's trying to paint it yellow. Or is he trying to paint the yellow house red? We'll never know. Okay, well, here's a bigger road maybe, or a smaller road maybe. 600. Well, let's speed up. 600 kilometers per hour. They apparently like fast driving in Norway as well. Oh, only 60. Slow down. Okay, here's a larger road. 7 seconds. Where are we? I can't tell. Sorry. Jordskogsbygda. Well, that was a pretty good guess. We were actually close to Berget. Right out here in the... No, that's where I guessed. We were actually a little bit further south. On Høyvindveien. Or Horndalsveien. There it is. So Horndal would be... There's Horndalen. So we came out up to here. Oh, if we found Trysilvägen, I would have known exactly where we were. Well, that's too bad. Maybe we just got to Trysilvägen. Anyway, we were close enough, so 4,900. I will be happy about that. Now, this is not Scandinavia, which is unfortunate for me, but might be fortunate for those of you playing along. We are driving on our right. SWAT. Air Technologies. 1-800. That's American, right? No radon. No radon. So they're actually taking away that radioactive concrete material was used before you knew radioactivity was dangerous. It's a big business, but we are somewhere in the US, because 1-800 is their commercial phone number listing, right? That much I know. I also know 555 is their fake phone number listing. Okay, adopt the highway, or... Yes, family of Harland and Bunny Hauser. Bunny Hauser. Wouldn't it be funny if that was actually that family's pet bunny? Okay, what's this? Right turn lane. I saw something over here. We're into... Oh no, not that. We're into Chippewa County. 23 West. Highway 23. And this is the Kandiyohi County. Strange. Doesn't sound quite American, but Kandiyohi County it is. Kandiyohi. Maybe it's a native American tongue that I'm not familiar with. There we go. American. On there, there's a marine. Evinrude. They sell like boat motors and stuff like that, and they have boats here. So maybe we're close to the Great Lakes, or maybe we're just close to any sort of small lake. Chapel Central Incorporated. The warmest and coolest people in town. Okay. Buyer Built Incorporated. I can't tell what state we're in though. 35. Raymond. Welcome to Raymond. I've seen Raymond, but I've seen plenty of Raymonds. Wasn't there a Raymond close to these lakes up here? Not necessarily in Minnesota, but that's Canada, right? No, it's still Michigan. Raymond, Michigan? Where did I see Raymond? It's down here, near Cleveland, Buffalo, Niagara Falls. I can't find Raymond now. It's down here, maybe. Alright, maybe we will... I'm gonna put us near the Great Lakes, somewhere in Wisconsin. And then we're gonna move on. Because Harley-Davidson, well, I know about Harley-Davidson. Oh, let's look at this. Kandiyishi County, well, unfortunate that it didn't say. This one might though. Does that say Minnesota? That's one of those yellow and blue ones. So maybe we're in Minnesota. The 7. Okay, I'm gonna put us in Minnesota then. Is there a Raymond here? I just looked, but that's where I thought I saw Raymond once. Also, the camera went bad. Maybe we can actually read this. No, it probably doesn't say Minnesota. Okay, well, the camera goes bad though. We've seen that phenomenon in Minnesota, that's for sure. And here it goes bad again. And good. Let's stay on this side of the road. Yeah, we were in Minnesota. There's Raymond. I'm not sure if that was the Raymond I saw sometime, but close to Minneapolis. And there's the 7. It's one of those small state roads, and the 23 was the one we were on, probably. Alright, well, thanks to that blue and yellow road sign, we found out that we were in Minnesota again. Doing pretty well. Oh, look at these hills. What sort of hills are these? And a very modern looking road. And what sort of lane divider is this? Triple line. Double line with a... Alright, it sort of switches the side of the triple lane highway. This could be South Africa. This doesn't quite look like a US. What does this say? It's like longitude and latitude. 36.0 N WS 8. 36. No, it's probably something else. WS though. Let's remember that. That could be the state we're in. 120. That's like maximum speed. The Glen. The Glen. Okay. Well, this could be Australia or New Zealand actually, because of the hills. I'm kind of thinking New Zealand. Meters, so we're not in the US. And big open landscape, which sort of makes me think we're in Australia. Could be South Africa still. What's this? Yes, this is South Africa. And we're on the N1 and R61 to Middelburg and Craddock. Middelburg and Craddock. It's this green signs with yellow text. That means we're in South Africa. Middelburg, Craddock. Middelburg and Craddock are to the northeast, sort of along this direction. So maybe we can find Middelburg and Craddock up here. We have some other bergs in this area, I remember. Greytown, Middelburg and Craddock, Bethlehem, Bloemfontein, Edinburgh, Redishburg, Trompsburg. Middelburg and Craddock. Middelburg and Craddock. There's Craddock. Okay, so where's the N65? N9, that's this road. And there's Middelburg, so we're actually probably somewhere around here where we can get to both Craddock and Middlesbrough the same way. Right, because it would mean there would be no sense if there was... Actually, we have to be up here, right? Because then we would be closer to Middlesbrough than to Craddock, even though we're headed in this direction. So maybe we're on the 1 here, actually. Richmond. Three Sisters. 60, 70, 102. So if this is 30 and this is 30, then we'd have to be somewhere around... Actually, we would be like over here. That means we would be getting to Beaufort West soon. If we head southeast. Let's see if we can find a sign that says we're close to Beaufort West. Rubidge River. The Vale Carew Farm. The Vale! That's where we started. Awesome. So we must be right here, right? And then we drove a little bit over here. And then there will be a river called the Rubidge. Somewhere along here. Well, can't find that, but that's the Vale, isn't it? I have to make this guess. Well, it's 5 seconds left. No, actually, we were not there. The Vale Carew Farm. We were actually on the 9, which would have been a better guess. But that would make no sense. Why would it be? Oh, actually, because we're between them, that would be closer to Middlebury than Craddock. Yeah, that's true. You zoom in here, do we see the Vale? No. I thought it was strange that it would actually be marked on the map. This then is the river... No. R61. I should have looked for R61 instead of just going for... I thought that was, you know, those roads would be used later. But yeah, 9 and 61 would have been better to go on. For some reason I thought we had to be over here, and then the Vale Carew Farm sort of cemented me in my way of thinking, which was wrong. But 4,455 points is still pretty good. And we have one more. Oh, what a view. This is nice. Huge mountains. Well, comparatively. Maybe because we're stuck on them. I'm not sure. I don't like being on a mountain road, because it's usually quite difficult to move around. This is south. Now, from looking at these mountains, I'd say we're probably... Well, this could be... Can I take a shortcut up the mountain here? No. I mean, this could be the Alps. But they're sort of like the Italian Alps maybe. And the buildings here are, this is a typical Alp village, I would say. Although it's a lot of stone houses. I mean, we could be in South America, that's for sure. It's they have their gardens, and they have their houses built on the side of the hill like this. Then you usually have the church up top. Let's see if we can find any signs with text on them. Spoken or written language that we could discern what sort of place we're in. The cars didn't give me any hints. They could have been European. Yeah, the cars kind of looked like European cars, right? Okay, here we are. Dosso artificiale. That sounds Italian to me. So we're probably in the Italian Alps then. This is like an Alp village on the Italian side. Getting down among the trees here. You have these Giuseppina Bianchi, Rifugio Forestale, Croce. So I would say we're probably somewhere in this region. Maybe this region. But exactly where, that's kind of difficult to tell. Let's head down into the valley here. There's the Italian flag. I thought I saw one. Oops. Didn't move the marker, fortunately. I thought I saw Italian flag. I think I thought I saw a flag. Well, it doesn't matter. There it is. Right there. Italian flag. Okay, well, that doesn't really help us because we already figured that out. So let's go between these houses. We passed these people 3 times now. We're going in a circle? Oh, I must have accidentally gone back and forth there. Okay, well, we're not out of the city yet. We're going back and forth because the road is built like that, so you can get up the mountain with any sort of, without actually having to climb. It's a very steep hill here. Steep incline. Okay. Pharmacia. It's an apothecary. There's the snow warning. When it's winter, this gets slippery. You don't want to slip off the road here. I don't have to tell you why, hopefully. This says we're in the city of Terelle. Terelle. Biella, Varallo. Not very long time here to go. Terme. Lovere. Well, it's probably not big enough. Ah, we were actually in the southern part of Italy. So it wasn't the large mountains, it was smaller mountains. There's Terelle. Right along the central mountains in Italy. I forget what these mountains are called. It's not the Pyrenees. These are the Pyrenees, right? The Alps are up here. Then you have the... Okay, well, before I make a fool out of myself. Yeah, that was kind of hard to find the road we were on. We're probably on this road here, see? so we wouldn't be getting anywhere quickly. Actually, we were probably on this side because we were going into Tirelli. So this would have been going further up the mountain, and then we would just have gone nowhere. So we went down. We could have seen the post office, but to actually get somewhere, a major road, we would have to take a long trip down the mountain. And then finally we could have gotten to a road that would have maybe said Casino Sora Frosinone. Maybe we could have found it on the map. Anyway, at least we got Italy right. And we managed to beat 20,000 points. We got 21,315. So with 3 in Europe and 1 in Africa and 1 in the United States, I did do better. So I wasn't lying when I said that. It was in a recent episode where we got Australia mostly. Anyway, I hope you had fun if you played along, and I hope you liked the episode. And I'll see you back next time.